This video was inspired by CinemaSins and their Everything Wrong With series. This video is for comedy and entertainment purposes only. It's for that reason nothing mentioned should be taken too seriously. I also want to mention that I don't mean to offend anyone involved in the production of this movie and of course the fandom it has. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoy. And remember, no anime movie is without sin.
It's one of our oldest customs that when a witch turns 13, she has to leave home for a year to begin her training.
This age bugs me as it's only 1 year out of childhood, but still a few years away from being even considered a young adult. Why would anyone, witch or not, feel that it is okay to send a child out into the world on their own? Stereotypical witch thing number 1. Kiki has a black cat. Discount Tatsuo. Or maybe it is him and he's been sleeping around.
Yeah, I'll expect you then. Thanks. Hi, Mom.
Kiki's dad just called his mum by only dialing 2 numbers. Stereotypical witch thing number 2. With a black dress. Stereotypical witch thing number 3. Flying broomstick.
But Mom, that one's so old. And that's why it's good. You can rely on it time after time in any kind of weather.
I can provide 2 instances where this isn't true.
What are we gonna do? We can't stay up!
It goes down in the rain and gets blown away by a gust of wind.
Could you tell me, is it really hard to get settled into a brand new city?
Oh yes, a lot can go wrong. But since my skill is fortune-telling, I can handle anything.
Fortune-telling?
Yes, I tell fortunes about love.
If it's just fortune telling about people's love life, that won't help you deal with everything you stuck up little. I've got a couple of blank license plates here. Not only does Kiki survive this, but she doesn't cause an accident either. And just in case you missed it, let me play it back. Did you see it? Here's a clearer image. Shameless self-promotion.
Wait! Now you stay right there!
I'm going to pause here to give a message to all the kids watching. Kids, if a policeman tells you to stay right there, you stay right there.
Hey, Tombo! Maybe you could sweep her off her feet with that broom.
It wouldn't be a movie about a witch without a corny witch joke.
You're kind of old-fashioned, aren't you? You sound like my grandmother.
That's ageist. Considering how long it takes Kiki to take off earlier in the movie, this takeoff happens way too quickly.
Do you have some identification?
You don't need ID to book a hotel room.
Why didn't you tell me you have no place to stay?
Maybe because you just met and you haven't given her much time to talk. Seriously, the script for this convo was poorly written. After she says, "I'm guessing you're a witch in training," the next thing she should have said is, "So do you have a place to stay yet?" To which Kiki would have replied no, and the rest writes itself. So I'm adding a sin for the faults of the scriptwriter.
What I think you should do is use our phone. You know, it'll take some time to get regular customers. I'll make you a deal. Since I'm expecting a baby, I could use help. If you mind the store once in a while, I'll let you have the room and the phone. And I'll throw in a free breakfast, okay?
Yeah! We've got a deal!
Kiki working goes against child labor laws. And also, this movie is selling a dream. Legally, it's not that easy to set up your own business. Kiki survives this.
You can tell she's a witch because she always wears a dark dress.
That's witches. Stereotyping. That's stereotyping. Oh, what the hell, it's both. Despite attacking Kiki, this crow does no physical damage to her.
Kiki, we've got a problem. The toy fell out.
This happens so not too long from now, Kiki is introduced to the character who serves no purpose in this movie other than to give Kiki unhelpful advice.
There's the blue room.
That's great, but which blue roof? Earlier I spoke about how Kiki's mum's broom can't handle harsh weather, but here it's doing fine in the rain. Inconsistencies will get you sins, my friends. Broad product placement. Aerodynamics wouldn't allow this to happen.
Gigi? What's going on with him? I can't understand anything he's trying to say.
So realizing she can't understand Gigi anymore,
Kiki takes into consideration that she's losing her magical powers. So it's not that Gigi is a magical cat, it's that Kiki uses magic to communicate with him. In other words, she can use magic to communicate with animals. But wait, if that's the case, why didn't she use magic to communicate with the geezers or the crows? I guess this was just for plot convenience. Whenever somebody loses their powers in a movie, there's always that scene where they attempt to get it back. So whatever the name of that cliche is, it's happening here. They have a talk about how Kiki shouldn't worry about her magic being gone, and she should just give up on trying to get it back because it will probably come back eventually. And even though she does end up being right, she's still in the wrong for telling Kiki that. By not being a witch herself or knowing anything about witches, she's not in a position to say that. Also, I just realized if Kiki was so worried about her losing her magic, why didn't she get in contact with her mum? And also, is it just me or did their friendship escalate rather quickly? They went from strangers to besties sleeping over at each other's house within a few hours of interaction between them.
Please, sir, may I use your broom for a minute?
What?
Please, I promise I'll bring it right back.
As seen in the end credits, Kiki did not bring the broom back. Getting hit on the head should have knocked him out, causing him to fall to his death. I got a bit detailed with it this time, but I didn't think it was enough to simply say he survived this. Despite everything falling from the sky right now, nothing below looks damaged in the slightest.
Could I please have your signature, ma'am?
Something just flew by.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!